Hello, Parenting with Winnie friends. So glad to see you opening this channel about parenting. Welcome, parents. Welcome, mummies and daddies. Welcome, boys and girls, my sons and my daughters that are always following me up, always asking, when is the next one? I want to share with my friends. I want to do this. Thank you. It all means a lot to me. Like I say, parenting is very lonely, but this channel has helped me to feel like I'm not alone. Because then I get comments, I get people calling me, I get your text messages, you tell me, oh, Winnie, guess this, guess what, this happened. Those things are really good. So I have 10 parenting mistakes. Some of them I'm so guilty. Some of them I feel like, oh, that one I'm trying. And I'm going to share all of them for one reason, so that you don't make the same mistakes. I've made mistakes. I know that I'm still making. I'll still make. But every day, because I learn, I feel like I get better and better. So, they are 10. But number 7, I feel like it still haunts me. Like, I feel so guilty. Number 10 is so dear to me. Number 9, I just love it. So, come with me on this journey of parenting. So, some of the parenting mistakes that we make, I say that there are 10. So, I'm starting with point number 1 is overprotecting our children. We overprotect our children. We disempower them. We don't allow them to make their mistakes and work on them. We don't allow them to self-regulate. We interfere so quickly. We are into it so quickly, and the children never get to learn because they never get to experience anything. Everything, mommy is there to fight the wars. Mommy is there to know. Mommy is there to find out. Mommy is there. Dad is there. No, let us give them the time to make their mistakes and fight their battles. If I went back, I'm so guilty of this one. If I went back, I would do it different. If you're a mother or a dad who is younger, make it different. Don't fall into a similar mistake. Number 2, school readiness. We are not preparing our children for school. So, our children wake up and we only buy them school uniform, everything they need, but we didn't introduce some things that they're going to meet at school. One, it's so nice when we introduce routine. Let our children have routines. Introduce routine. Let them know that when I wake up, I do this, I do this, I do this, I keep this here, I keep this here, I keep this here, I do this, I do this. So that by the time they reach school, they already know that there's always time for everything. There's time to play, there's time for a nap, there's a time for food, there's time for everything. That way, you're making their life easier for the teacher, but also for your child. Because then they are ready. Nothing is going to be shocking. Mistake number 3, I hope you're not going to stone me, is screen parenting. Wow. You know, she doesn't eat unless we put cartoon. You know, they don't do this unless they're on screen. You know, she can't do this unless she has the iPad. Wow. Their speech, their thinking, their self-regulation, like all skills are delayed because we are parenting using the screen. So, I'm not against technology, but I'm against the time and how we use them on our children. Parenting mistake number 4, I think. So parenting mistake number 4 is not communicating with the teachers. These teachers know a lot. They spend so much time with our children. It is good. I love it as an educator when a parent is picking up their child and they come to me and say, tell me, did they have a good day? Then you talk about it. You say, oh, today I saw this, tomorrow I saw. You know, that way, because our teachers, maybe because I'm a teacher, so I love it, but our teachers are like on our parenting team. So, when you don't engage them, when you don't openly talk about the child, you are not helping them. You're not helping yourself, but you're also not helping the child, because then you're making assumptions. You're not parenting from an informed perspective where you know, oh, this is their strength, this is their weakness. And sometimes children have learned behaviors in school that we don't know. It is after you talk to teachers that you might know that, oh, I didn't know they do that. So listen to the teachers. They have a lot of information about your child, just like you do. So when you talk about it with your teacher, you're helping the teacher know that, oh, so this is coming up and maybe this is how I have to handle it. So communicate with your teacher. I know we're very busy. We drop them off and we're running, but it would be so good if you communicate openly with your teacher so that you help these children. Excuse me. Mistake number 5 is overlooking children's bad behaviors, but also not paying attention to their strength and their talents. Here, I am so guilty. I feel like if I went back today, I would introduce my children to so many co-curricular activities. Dance classes, music classes, football, reading clubs, all the clubs. And then through that, I would be able to know that, oh, my daughter is good at this, my son is good at this is not what they like, this is their passion. Then that way, I would help them in their decision making as they develop their talents. On the bad behavior session, I one time took our son, I was with his dad, we took them to a birthday party. I think by then the boy was like maybe 2.5, and he was a very kind kid. He grew up not fighting. He still doesn't fight. He's really gentle. So that time, he's like 2.5, he's about to go to school, and so he gets on a bike, and then another parent who had come for the party, who was also a guest, comes with the boy. The boy finds, I think my boy gets on a bike, and then the other one pounces on him, takes away the bike, and they cry, and the children are running away because these are young kids. And the dad is the one who surprised me, not the child, because the dad was proudly saying, oh, that's him. I know he's going to beat all of them, and no one is going to keep standing there. And I'm thinking, really? He's raising a bully and he doesn't know. Like I told you last time that I learned that bullies are made. Oh my goodness. We make our children bullies. We've turned our children into bullies and we don't know. So watch out for their strength and also introduce them to different activities so that you can know their strength. But try to break the bad behaviors before they go to school. So, and the one that haunts me every day. They say that a child can learn 5 languages or even more. Today, my children cannot speak even 3. And so I feel like, why? I wish I would go back. I would introduce French 100%, English 100%, my mother tongue 100%. I would introduce Swahili at 100%. I hate it when I go to meetings or when I'm traveling and then someone looks at me and says, oh, you're Kenyan, and starts speaking Swahili, and I'm like, I can only greet you and say maybe thank you, and that's it. I make a person that is speaking French and then I say, oh, I'm from Rwanda, and they're like, oh yeah, you're French, and speaks French, and I'm like, oh, I can only say bonjour. If I went back, I would teach my children all those languages. Give them an international perspective of languages. Like, you can speak any language, it is okay. So, if you're a young mother and a young dad, I would encourage you to teach them so many languages. It's so bad not to communicate. Today, I feel like I want to learn sign language because I don't like being in a room and people are talking and I don't know what they're saying, And I have friends who are deaf, who are using sign language, and I can't. I wish I would. So, teach your children all languages. It doesn't hurt at all. So, number 8, I love it. Not reading to children is a mistake. Read for your children. Read with them. Read, and read. but mind the books you are reading. Because today, the world is so crazy, you may never know what your child might be reading. That's why it's important for you to read with them. Number 9, not empowering them. I feel like I'm guilty. It comes back to overprotecting, the first one. Did you know that an infant can feed themselves? Did you know that by the time they are 2.5, they should be able to feed themselves, dress themselves the best way they can, be able to take their plates where they're supposed to be? Like, there's so much. And because we are not doing this, we are disempowering our children. They've grown up being fed plate to mouth. They don't know how to do these things. And by that, we have disempowered our children. There is so much our children can do. And today, if I went back, I would empower them so much. I feel like during COVID-19, I was happy that was the time I was at home, being a working mother. I was able to teach my children work, and I'm forever grateful that I did. Don't wait for COVID. It had very negative things. So that's the only thing I think I loved. And maybe also reading for children and sending out audios. I loved it because children would draw for me pictures from the book. So I loved it. I think I just love anything to do with children. So, and then number 10, so dear to my heart, I guess as a Christian mother, pray. Teach your children to pray. Let them know that there's someone who loves them, whether mommy or daddy or uncle or auntie or who doesn't seem like they love them. Let them know that there is a supernatural power that cares more than we do because he loves them more. Let them know that in the Bible is every verse that is written for them and let them own it. I feel like number 10 should have come as number 1. Pray for your children. Pray for them. Pray with them. If there is something that I found so nice, it's praying with children. Also having a partner that is parenting with you, that is so involved in parenting. It's heavenly. It's so challenging when we don't parent from the same angle. It's so confusing. It confuses the child and confuses the educator who meets you both and one is saying, oh no, oh yes, or what. Those are very important things. I feel like one thing that has helped me not to run mad in my parenting journey is that I grew up with parents that were prayerful. Like all my aunties, fire-spitting, prayerful women. And that has kept me. I know that when my parenting is not working out so well, I know where to go. If I didn't have those aunties of mine, I don't know where I would be going today. So maybe you don't have those aunties, but at least your children have you and you know Christ. So pray for your children, pray with them, teach them the word, and guess what? Sit and wait for God to align the stars at the right timing. Thank you so much. I hope you subscribe, you share the video. There could be a parent who needs this information. There could be a parent who is learning on their journey just like me and wants this information. So don't hold it, share it. Thank you so much. Let's spread the parenting word. Bye.